from a very crowded point in Stormwind, and if you happen to see yourself, leave a note down below. It is today's news and Warcraft, seamlessly blending the general inanities of World of Warcraft Classic on a controller with the horrors of today's news. The news with Turkeytentia is next. It's Halloween, October 31st, 2024. Alright, don't get a mob, don't get a mob. Okay, we're good. I can get through the initial stutter. Oops. Hit exorcism. They're not undead. There we go. So, here's the deal today. The groundwork is being laid to deny the election should Kamala Harris win. And basically, if the map doesn't show all 50 states going for Donald Trump, he is not going to be happy, and the election conspiracy theories are going to begin. It's going to be inevitable at this point. So we need to best mitigate the damage. And but like I said, the groundwork's already being laid. He's already going on and on and on about the thing being rigged and everything else. I need to go actually way deep that way. Am I heading the right way? Yeah, I am. Okay. But it's coming. You need to be prepared for it. You need to go and vote. If you have not early voted and can early vote, go and do it. If you don't vote until election day, go and do it. If you live in Virginia, you may have been purged from the voter rolls, and you need to check with your local officials. And if you have been voter purged, you need to get excuse me. You need to get with it and get registered just ASAP. If you live in any of the swing states, you vote, and make sure you go vote. And because unless it's an overwhelming victory, we're going to get the election denials again. So if you want Kamala Harris to win, it has to be an overwhelming victory. And that's just the way it is. So with that out of the way, we're going to just go ahead and just level grind a bit and get some mobs. Woo! They're the wrong kind of mob. How dare you? But this should have been covered by Yummy Delish because it is an election thing. But I decided that Turkeytentia would be the better choice. Are these the things I made? Yes. All right. Boom. There we go. So while we're doing that, we're going to peruse the BBC News, and we'll see what's hanging in there. And again, their top story is about the U.S. election and about how Ukraine's fate hangs in the balance. Because we all know if one side wins, Ukraine is done. And more about the election. And now I've got I didn't see this news yet. It's European news. And what's going on over in Spain, there was, I guess, a flash flood. And there's now at least 158 people that are no longer with us. So it's a tragedy if anything like this happens. So I'm I wish their families the best. Oh no, it didn't work. I didn't eat long enough. Oops on me. That's okay. And now it is because it's an odd little chat. Just didn't feel right to eavesdrop. There we go. It wouldn't release the mouse. I see another. Go. Sorry, I'm laughing at a news story here. It came out of the BBC, and apparently Russia has fined Google more money than there exists in the entire world. So, don't know how they're going to pay it, but it's because something about how YouTube is quote unquote censoring Russian state media. Well, maybe if you told the truth, then you wouldn't be censored. But then again, some news outlets are on YouTube also that don't tell the truth. I will leave that up to you, the viewer. Which I know I have to have herbalism, but hopefully that marks it on the map. Ah, someone's mining it. No. Are you a mob I need? Yes. And by the way, I am still not liking this layout. I have it mostly the same way for my main, my level 60. But I don't like it. There's something about it I can't, I'm just not a fan of. But I can't quite put my finger on what the item is. Now, I'm going to wait long enough to get this food buff. There we go. And of course, as always, the Middle East is in turmoil. It's Israel versus Hezbollah and Israel versus Hamas, and by proxy, Israel versus Iran, and so it's just going to continue to be more of that. And that's going to be for the foreseeable future because I just, they got it. It's all right. I'll get this lizard. Mine. So, with the Middle East in turmoil, and like I said, it's just no, I didn't have enough mana. There we go. So in a second, I'm going to take you down here to recount because I've been experimenting. I've just been experimenting with how much. Oh, I got to do this and I got to type. There we go. It's always nice. Here we go. I'm glad they asked. Okay, get out of those. I can get out of the browser windows. I told you no. I told you no. You saw me and I had to go to the keyboard to type no. It's okay. Whoever you are, no, I'm not a Skinner. I'm out of lizards and cats. There's a cat. So how many more of those do I need? 6? Well, 5 more after this one. All right. So wait, no, because I've casted a holy light. I've casted a holy light. No, the date is skewed. So let me reset it. Because I constantly experiment with this just to see how much just holy light will heal. Or, sorry, not holy light, the judgment of light. Sorry about that. So I need 5 more panthers, and then I'm just going to head back after this panther quest. So you see, it averages around 17 heals per second, if I'm looking at the data right. A Stranglethorn tiger. Come here. Mine. Oh, what are you? Oh, good. It's iron. Gosh, I hope nobody beats me to it. I'm a slow paladin. Here we go. And if you live in the U.S., you go vote. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're gonna wrap. Should never have rushed that. You see, and it's only judgment of light. But it was around 16 at 32, so maybe it upped itself with the level. It may have just a hair. Nope. Sorry, that cat was taken. Let me apologize. I'm always one of those nice people, and I apologize when I take your mob on accident. many of those do I need? 7 more. I don't know if I do. We'll just get all of this over with, right? I'll just do it that way, and hopefully I can keep up enough mana to go onward. The only problem with this is if I were to continue to run this just with a Judgment of Light, then I couldn't even first aid bandage because it interferes on your recount healing if you're running something like that, just for giggles. I mean, I know the math has already been done, and we know about how many heals per second it does for a raid or for a party or for this or for that. Let's do it for me, because it just satisfies my own curiosity, and I don't have to look it up. I can just experiment and do it myself. We are going to stop to eat, though. How long have I got on the buff food there? Wait, which one is that? I'm using the terrible one. Nope, they're going for that one, and that's okay. That is okay. No! There's one. Come here. There it goes. Alright, in the interest of time, this is going to be our last mob tonight. Okay, I know it's close, but we've been on for a little while, and it's not a live special, so it's not like I'm going to be able to gather anything else before I let everybody go. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to come over here where there's relative safety and turn around like that so I can just prepare to go at it again another day. And for today's news and Warcraft, this is Turkeytentia signing off. Good night and good gaming.